Hi, Ms. Smith. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. My name is Emily Whitaker. I'll be conducting the case history today. It's probably going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. It's just some basic information about your child and your concerns. So we're going to get started. Some very general information. What is your child's name?
Mia Smith.
And what's Mia's date of birth?
January 4th, 2017. She's 2.5 years old.
Okay. And what's your full name?
Morgan Smith.
And were you referred by anyone today?
Yes, we were referred by our pediatrician, Dr. Jones.
Okay. Now we're going to talk about her communication. So what's your primary concern with Mia's speech language or hearing?
Well, Mia doesn't speak as much as other children her age. I've noticed when we go to birthday parties and that kind of thing, the children that are her age are communicating so much differently than she is. And when she does try to communicate, it's hard to understand what she's trying to say.
Okay. So would you say that, is it easy for everyone or just your family? Or does your family even have trouble understanding me as well?
The family has trouble understanding her.
Okay. And how does she communicate her wants and needs with you all?
Well, she points or she grabs and cries to try to get our attention and to try to communicate how she can.
Does she get frustrated often if she can't seem to express what she wants?
She does. She does get frustrated.
And how well does Mia respond to speech? Like, does she answer questions appropriately or follow directions?
She often does follow directions, but sometimes we have to repeat them and give her, the same directions twice. And then sometimes she throws tantrums whenever we ask her to do something.
Okay. Now we're going to move to just some general health history. Has she been hospitalized within the past 2 years?
Yes, at age 2, she had to get ear tubes.
Okay. And when did those start?
About a year ago, or a year and a half ago. She was 1 year old.
Is she still having trouble with those after the tubes have been put in?
She hasn't had an ear infection since her tubes were replaced.
And is she being treated for any chronic conditions at the moment?
Yes, ear infections.
Is she receiving medicine?
Yes.
And has Mia ever been seen for a speech or language or hearing evaluation before?
She has not, no.
And then we're going to move to the developmental history now. Were there any complications during birth or pregnancy?
Well, she was born about 4 weeks early, and there were no serious complications.
All right. And what was Mia's weight at birth?
5 pounds, 5 ounces.
And then, do you recall when she said her first word and took her first steps?
She said her first word around 18 months, and she took her first steps at 13 months.
Okay. When Mia was a baby, did y'all play patty cake or any other kind of games such as peekaboo?
Yes, as a baby, we did play those games, and she seemed to enjoy them.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you some information about your family. Is there anyone else living in the household with you and Mia?
Yes, her father and her baby sister is 6 months old.
Okay, what is the primary language spoken in the house?
English.
And then, is there any other family history that you know of with speech or hearing or language problems?
Her father did stutter whenever he was a younger child.
Okay. And does your child attend daycare, preschool?
She attends daycare.
And how old was she when she started?
About 1.
And then just as some other information that we're going to gather, is there any specific toy or game that Mia prefers to play with?
She loves puzzles and blowing bubbles, and she really enjoys going to the park. I think she really likes being outdoors.
And then is there any other relevant information that you're concerned about or want to ask me today or bring up?
Well, Mia does get really frustrated when she's trying to communicate with others because they can't understand her, and she gets frustrated whenever they can't understand her. And at daycare, she tends to want to play alone and by herself, and sometimes she does try to hit other children if they try to take her toys, and I'm not sure if that's because they are trying to communicate with her, that they want to play together, and she doesn't understand, or what that is. I don't know if that is anything that is with her communication and speech.
That could be understandable. I think that's all we have today. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming in, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.